Polymers Limited, we extend a very hearty, warm welcome to each and every one present over here. We are pleased to have you join us today to commemorate the listing of the equity shares of Sah Polymers Limited on the National Stock Exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with our ceremony, I request everyone to kindly stand at attention for the national anthem. Check. We apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, it was incorporated in the year 1992 with 30 years of rich history. It is engaged in manufacturing packaging bags which find application in diverse industries including agro-pesticides, basic drugs, cement, chemicals, fertilizers, food products, textile, ceramic, steel, among many others. Its product portfolio includes polypropylene, high-density polyethylene woven bags and fabric, flexible intermediate bulk container bags, and woven polymer-based products of different weights, sizes, and colors. SPL is a certified company and a recognized star export house. The company intends to deepen its presence in the domestic market and leverage India's competitive position of low cost in the international markets. It is currently in the process of setting up a new manufacturing facility for FIBC and is striving to increase asset productivity and operational efficiencies. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here with us the leadership team from Sah Polymers Limited, and we also have dignitaries present over here. We would like to extend a warm welcome to all of them. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Asad Daud, Managing Director, Sah Polymers Limited. Thank you, sir. May I request Mr. Hakeem S. Tidiwala, Executive Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward. May I now invite on stage Mr. Ramesh Chandra Soni, Independent Director, Sah Polymers Limited. Warm welcome to you, sir. I would like to invite Mr. Murtaza Ali Moti, CEO, Sah Polymers Limited. I would like to request and invite on stage Shri Hari K, Head, Business Development, National Stock Exchange. I would like to invite on stage Mr. Mahavir Lanawat, co-founder, Pantomat Capital Advisors Limited. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence this auspicious occasion by the lighting of the lamp. I request the following dignitaries to please join us for the lamp lighting ceremony. I request Mr. Asad Dawood, Managing Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward. Mr. Hakeem S. Tidiwala, Executive Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward. I request Mr. Ramesh Chandra Soni, Independent Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward. I request Mr. Murtaza Ali Modi, CEO, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward. I request Mr. Mahavir Lanawat from Pantomat Capital Advisors Limited to please come for the lamp lighting ceremony. And I request Shri Hari K, Head Business Development, National Stock Exchange, to please come forward. Thank you so much. We hope with that lamp lighting, our prayers reach the Almighty, and this marks a new and prosperous beginning for Sah Polymers Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, to initiate the proceedings, I would like to request Mr. Mahavir Lanawat, co-founder, Pantomat Capital Advisors Limited, to please come forward. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Very good morning and extreme warm welcome to the distinguished dignitaries, authorities from exchange, company leadership, management, all the friends from intermediaries, registrars, legal advisors, PR agencies, printers, advertisers, auditors, company secretaries, chartered accountants, the team of Stock Exchange, Sah Polymer, and of course Pantomat. Warm welcome for being part of this very noble, exciting occasion at National Stock Exchange here today. Friends, today it's not a ceremony in typical sense, because when any ceremony, any gathering, any celebration happens, we are often asked what's going to be there. It's just that some people will assemble, somebody will ring the bell, and the listing will happen, and then people will assemble at over tea and all, and that's it, and we go home. But why today is special? Is because of the fact that when company like Sah Polymers lists after successfully raising capital, it gives a very formidable signal to the Indian society, the Indian business society, that here is our India, which provides capital to emerging companies like Sah Polymers, provides that support to capital formation of the company, and which contributes to the endeavors of our government of Make in India, Make for the World, and in turn forming a new society, New India. There are a lot of perceptions, there are a lot of apprehensions, there are a lot of messaging in the market that for being public, for raising capital, you need to be of a particular size. We want to break that barrier. We want to break those perceptions. We want to give a very healthy message to the market that a company which is growing, a company which is led by learned founders, a company which is backed by a professional team, a company which has capability to grow leaps and bounds. Why should a company wait to raise capital without interest just because it's not of a particular size? And in that context, I think we have come up a long way. And when I speak of this general theory, this general endeavor, here is a real life case where a company like Sah Polymers, which is founded by a very young team, Asad, who's the managing director of the company. He's from London School of Economics. He is a very well qualified. And in such a young age, the company has acquired or amalgamated another company. Acquired may not be the right way. And that's where we have Murtaja and the entire team who are equally qualified, equally talented, and backed by a good professional team. The company which doubles its top line in last 2 years and who has laid down the capacity for further doubling the business in, let's say, next 12 to 15 months. I cannot have specific numbers discussed, but I think this is good enough to describe a company in terms of the kind of leaders it has, the kind of team it has, and the kind of growth the company has achieved in last 2 to 3 years, and the kind of numbers and business it will do in next, let's say, 2 to 3 years' time. And when this kind of company, when it grows organically as well as inorganically, when they talk of their capital expansion plan, often they are demotivated by the market that, look, you are only a 100 crore company or you are only X crore company. There's no question of you coming to IPO. You take debt and that's it, or you take, the capital with obligation, as I often say, because eventually when there is no public, when there is no debt, because it's a limitation after all, they'll have to depend on friends and family's capital. And that's where we at Pantomath, we endeavor that regardless of whether it is main board or otherwise, we endeavor to bring capital to the companies at early stage. It might not make sense for investment bankers or for market intermediaries, but I think if companies can get interest-free capital at an early stage, they can basically contribute towards our endeavor of a new India with cutting-edge technological businesses, businesses which have zeal and capability to grow organic and inorganic. And in that context, friends, I'm very satisfied, I would say, to have worked together with Sah Polymers, and today is the date when it's basically marks the successful completion of an IPO of this size. A big round of applause for entire team Sah Polymers, team of exchange, team of all the intermediaries, and of course investors. And friends, a company which needs 75% QIB, a company which needs a lot of investor support because it's of a particular size. And when we met with some of the institutional investors, we were very, very excited and motivated to have got their response. So some of the, I would say, the myths, what we come across in terms of where from we will get those investors, how we will get those people, how we will get that book built in a company of this size, I think we have come up a long way. And another was the timing issue, because we opened the issue at the fag end of the calendar year. People were on leave and all those of sorts. So we did an analysis, Hari sir, when we were devising the issue timeline. One of the great, I would say, feedback was that in last 5 years, there was no issue which opened in last week of December. And the issue was that if we wait for calendar to complete, then accounting cycle would change, then the new results would have to be prepared. So there's a lot of momentum which got built up. Investors were ready, and we thought, let's take this challenge as well, that let's have the IPO, opened up, regardless of probably that there was no IPO which came in the last week of December. But I think we did it, and thanks to all investors that despite all holidays, despite of their priorities, people kept their eyes on this IPO. And I would also like to mention special thanks to all the brokerages. So where we have got huge coverage and research from large brokerages, despite of this being a holiday season and despite of this being issue of not very large size. So, and that's again, the balancing which market does, that even if there is some set of people who are not very excited and who do not have mandate to support such kind of, growing companies, but there are a set of people who are not differentiating companies merely on the size. So thanks all the large brokerages for supporting. I am exceeding my time, but I thought to probably take this time so that I can probably speak on a much larger context. And I think this is only a beginning. We will see a lot of growing companies like Sah Polymers who will come tap the market and in turn contribute to wealth creation of investors at large. I welcome all of you once again, and thank you very much for assembling this morning, for making this ceremony a grand show. Thank you very much, and enjoy the listing ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Asad Daud, Managing Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to initiate. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank NSE for hosting this once-in-a-lifetime moment for our company. It is indeed a proud moment for us today, getting listed on stock exchanges. I would also like to thank Mahavir Lunawatji, Madhu Lunawatji, and the entire team at Panthomath for their support and guidance in making this day possible for us. I would also like to thank the legal advisors, the bankers, registrar, and the Concept PR team for their invaluable contribution throughout this journey. Talking about Sah Polymers, so Sah Polymers was started when I was 2 years old, and now I have a 2-year-old daughter. But I will say that Sah Polymers is a 30 years young company. We have a great combination of young, dynamic, and experienced team who are passionate towards creating a disruption in the traditional manufacturing industry. Also, our asset-light model helps us to achieve scale at a much faster rate. And over the past few years, we have diversified our product portfolio both through organic and inorganic means. As we are all aware that preservation of the environment is the need of the hour, and we at Sah Polymers strive to undertake the same by working with our customers to help them to promote recycling of their packaging. We strongly advocate for sustainability and for circular economy. Like Mahavirji said that ours was a unique IPO wherein we started the IPO in one calendar year and ended in another calendar year. And in the past many years, there has been no company who has actually done that. So we are actually creating history from some aspect. Also, I would like to thank all the investors who have shown faith in our company and who have contributed in making our IPO a grand success. And we assure you that the management will put in its best efforts to achieve its future goals and objectives so as to enhance the shareholder value in the long term. And we believe that with all your support, the company can reach to great heights. Lastly, I would like to thank our entire team, past and present, workers and staff, consultants and mentors, our customers and suppliers, who have played an important role to get us to this position. And we hope that you will provide your support and contribution in the future also. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking us through this beautiful journey of the company. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Murtaza Ali Moti, CEO, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for sparing your precious time in celebrating with us the listing ceremony of our company, Sah Polymers Limited, and my 40th birthday today. It's not uncommon for an individual to feel on top of the world while addressing such an elite audience at such a grand venue. I'm indeed feeling on top of the world, but I couldn't help looking down and acknowledging the human pyramid that is actually holding me this up. सोचने से कहाँ मिलते हैं तमन्नाओं के शहर, चलना भी ज़रूरी है मंजिल पाने के लिए. And these are the people who have walked along with us, the rough path, the path that was filled with innumerable challenges and scary moments. They were ready to lose everything, but their belief in us and our vision. And these are our employees. At this moment, I would like to pause a while to acknowledge and thank our machine operators, our helpers, our line supervisors, our production managers, our marketing team, our purchase team, our IT team, our accounts and compliance team, who have contributed significantly in making Sah Polymers counted among the handful of listed companies in India. I would also like to extend thanks to Mr. Hakeem Sadiq Ali Tiriwala and Mr. Ramesh Chandra Soni for his significant contribution in bringing Sah Polymer this far. The current and the future leadership of Sah Polymers will remain indebted to these two gentlemen for giving their life, their blood, their sweat to bringing Sah Polymers this far. As a leader of this organization, it is our promise to continue to innovate, develop, and expand our product base as well as our market reach to generate higher values for our shareholders, for our partners, and for our extended families of shareholders. We would now be continuously and aggressively looking forward for both inorganic and organic growth opportunities, both in indigenous and international market, that can help us in increasing our top line multifold in the years to come. In the last, I would like to thank our merchant banker, Pentamouth Capital Advisors, and our PR team, Concept PR, for their significant contributions in making our IPO a grand success. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great 2023. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Shri Hari K, Head Business Development, National Stock Exchange of India. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir.
Mr. Asad Daud, Mr. Murtaza Ali Moti, very happy birthday to you. It's not very often we get a birthday boy, coming and ringing the bell on a very auspicious occasion. So many congratulations to you. Independent directors on the board, my colleagues here, Mr. Mahavir from Pentomath, and ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to NSE. Every listing is very special to us, and this is again a special listing because, as Mahavir was saying, in the last week of December we don't have IPOs. That's what he said. But what I want to say is you don't get oversubscribed so many times because most of the international markets are closed. Most of the investors are out on a vacation. So to get oversubscribed 15, 17 times shows the quality of the issue. So that's why we are here today. So a 30-year-old company, parent company already listed on the exchange. The next company is also coming. So here, what we are here is to facilitate you in the growth of your company, growth of the capital of the company. We have a very good regulatory team. We have a very good team here, which will facilitate in your growth. You will again come and ring a listing ceremony here for one more of your company. It's one of the occasions, I'm sure, but there'll be many more occasions for you. So thank you very much for this excellent day. So as I always say, don't worry about what the market is doing. Market is already determining your price. A lot of people on the cell phones are trying to find out at what price it's going to open. Don't worry about it. Market will keep going up and coming down. As Mr. Mojira was saying, your workers, your machine operators, your line officers, let them do their job. Let their marketing team do their job. Market will take care of itself. Thank you very much and many congratulations.
Request sir to please be on stage as we will now commemorate the significance of this event. We'll have an exchange of mementos. With that, I request Mr. Asad Dawood, Managing Director, Sah Polymers Limited, to please come forward as Mr. Hari K will be presenting the special National Stock Exchange memento of the iconic bell to Sir. And now I request Mr. Asad Dawood to present the memento to Sri Hari K. May I request Mr. Asad Dawood to please be on stage, and I also request Mr. Hakeem S. Didiwala and Mr. Ramesh Chandrasoni to please come on stage as we'll be giving the mementos to our very special partners. May I request Mr. Mahavir Lunawat to please come forward to receive the memento from the gentleman. I also request Mr. Anil Shah from Juris Matrix Partners to please come forward. I request the representative from Link Time India Private Limited to please come forward. I request representative from ICICI Bank Limited, banker to the issue, to please come forward. And I request representative from Concept Communications to please come forward. Warm welcome. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, we move to the historic moment, and I request the following dignitaries to please join us on stage. We have all of them already here, and we request Mr. Taikhum Bandukwala, Mr. Lalit Bolia, Mr. Mahipal Jain, Mr. Runal Saxena, Ms. Aishwarya Singhvi, Mr. Hari K from National Stock Exchange, Mr. Mahavir Lunawat to please come forward for the bell ringing ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few seconds away from the historic listing, so please, it's a request that 10 seconds away we'll be doing the customary countdown. All right, just a few seconds to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be having the customary countdown, and we request everybody to kindly be seated during the listing ceremony for videography purposes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all together on the count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be having the vote of thanks also. Thank you. I request the dignitaries to kindly take in your seats. Thank you. May I request the dignitaries to kindly take in your seats. I'll be now having the vote of thanks. Sir, we need to do vote of thanks. So can we do this later? Yes, okay. Yes. Sir, excuse me. People are waiting. After that, we can do the... Okay. Sorry. On that note, may I request Mr. Mahavir Lunawat from Pantomath Capital Advisors Limited to present the vote of thanks.
So all of us are, I'm sure, very excited to see the listing, and I think it has beaten all expectations. So very glad, and I'm sure this will give a lot of confidence to investors. But I do, echo and repeat what Hari sir said very aptly, that market will go, market will move up and down, company progress is fundamental, and I'm sure market will reward all the efforts that company management will put in along with the team. So nevertheless, today is the date of celebration. We have good IPO. We have IPO got subscribed, more than 30 times in retail and HNI categories. We got good anchors. We got good QIB support. All in all, in the holiday season. And today's listing, of course, is the barometer of confidence what market has lent, and of course the expectations which market has from you, Asad, Murtaja, and all the team. So I'm sure you will put all that efforts, you will go all out, you will take all the necessary actions, organic, inorganic, to grow this company leaps and bounds, the kind of expectations market has from you. And alongside, I'm sure you will have very high standards of corporate governance. So congratulations to entire team. Thank you, Team Pantomath, standing behind Bharti, Arpit, Ruchira, all of you. And thank you, Concept, thank you, SAP, thank you, auditors, thank you, advisors. Pardon me if I am not taking any name, this is sheer out of excitement, but without the support of all the team members, it wouldn't have been possible. So congratulations once again, and thank you very much. Enjoy the day, and hopefully, as Hari sir said, looking forward to see you very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, Sah Polymers Limited is now officially listed on the stock exchanges. It marks a great milestone of the company. We are grateful to National Stock Exchange of India, the book-running lead managers to the issue, members of the board, family and friends, well-wishers, the shareholders, and all you viewers who took time to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening ahead. Thank you. Also, it's a request to all the guests and dignitaries that to move to the F&B area as the refreshments are served there. And we also request the Sah Polymers Limited team to come on stage for the photo ops. Thank you.